Hello everyone and welcome back to Trenton. As we just had a uh, restart of the warm-up, I assume the grid was incorrect, so it'll take a few moments longer just for the admins to sort that slight little issue out. But it'll be sorted anytime soon, I'm sure. The cars we are using, and I think the circuit as well, is all made by members of historic Simracing Organisation, with I believe it is Alberto Ibanez who created the cars, and correct me if I'm wrong, Ben, but I think it was now I actually can't remember who it was. I will look it up and bring it up later in the race, but Alberto Ibanez at least created the cars, which are very nice to drive and seems very realistic, which is great for us at HSO and for the general public, since it is a real challenge and a lot of fun to drive the cars.
Here she is, the finest you can buy. How do I know? I made them by hand. Took me 12 days. For you, a bargain at 80 bucks. Now here we got the opposition. Farrah double knits at 20 bucks. Their secret? A great fit. And I hate to admit it, a lot of pant for the money. What am I wearing? You gotta be kidding. I know a great buy when I see one.
Farrah slacks, $10 to $30. Next best thing to tailor-made.
Maybe better.
One reason Firestone's new 40,000-mile steel radial 500 is too much tire to turn down has to do with this and this. At steady highway speeds, compared to our original equipment belted bias tire, the steel radial 500 can give you up to 30 extra miles per tank full. Firestone proved it. Gas and money savings. Another reason the steel radial 500 is just too much tire to turn down.
There's a new pioneer spirit in America today, the spirit of conservation. It's people realizing there's just not as much energy as we're used to having. And we can help keep factories working and paychecks coming in and America going strong if we just drive a little slower and heat our homes and businesses a little less. If everybody dials down 6 degrees at home and slows down on the highways, it'll conserve enough fuel to provide energy for more than 1 million American jobs. And that's vital to all of us. Amoco Oil is doing all they can to get more energy to us, but until the shortage eases, it's up to all of us to make what there is go further. There's a shortage of energy, but not of the American spirit. Keep your spirit up, the spirit of conservation for the sake of America.
Atlas, the tour's here.
Look at
Wow.
Oh, my.
Okay, take us up. Atlas stands for tires built with the strength of Atlas. What deep tread. Built strong for long mileage.
Why all these grooves?
Good traction on wet roads. That's a tough tire. Tough to help protect you against road hazards. Where do I buy them? At 45,000 leading service stations. Atlas tires, all built with the strength of Atlas.
What kind of company is Rockwell International? That depends on who you ask. Ask a truck driver, and he'll say they build axles, springs, and brakes. Ask a pilot, and he'll tell you about their flying machines, from the single-engine 112 to Sabre business jets. Better yet, look closer to home. Rockwell International is big in the textile industry. They're a leading producer of looms and knitting machines. They gave their Electronet 48 computerized controls. It changes patterns in seconds instead of hours to respond to the fast-changing fashion business. And the Rockwell name is at home with lawn and garden power tools and workshop power tools. That's the kind of company Rockwell International is. Scientific, businesslike. In aerospace and closer to home with automotive, electronics, industrial and consumer products. Rockwell International, where science gets down to business.
A great bounce is what makes a great tennis ball. A consistent bounce. A lively bounce. A long-lasting bounce. The ball you'll see bouncing back and forth in almost every major U.S. tournament played this year will be the Wilson Championship, the most bounced ball in tennis. Wilson, we're not number one for nothing.
Yes, I am. It'll just be maybe a minute or two before I can come back to you all and give you all the looks of E2.
Green, 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 green.
And as Ben said, the race is on the way, with Jakob Fredriksson in the lead, with Tyler Green, Martin Ensure, Remen, Becknell, White, Yakes, Coxon and Fitch following in the top 10, with François Remet trying to find a way up Jukka Martinen's inside. François Remet is also the man who updated and created, I think, at least, the circuit we are racing on tonight. Oh, and oh dear, that was, who was that? Was that, I think that was Mike Becknell, who had a bit of a moment coming into one. Seems like he has damage, he's pulled to the apron to try and be out of everyone's way. Seems like everyone has been able to get by, and at least for the time being, no yellow flag, which is very positive. Dana Schurer is making short work of everyone who's ahead of her, and she is now up into second place, and I'm fairly sure she will be able to get by Jakob fairly quickly. And she is indeed, she's pulling by now, and maybe not still, because Jakob had the inside, Tyler ran a bit wide behind him, and he dropped a couple of positions, but Dana is into the lead, and let's see if anyone will be able to pressure her for that first place in this heat. In the meantime, it's 2x2 with 4 cars in 2 rows side by side. Owen Alberto Ibanez is out. Alberto Ibanez seems to have crashed. Let's see if I can see what has happened. Oh, it seems like he hit the wall at turn 1 and ended up sort of in the middle of the pack. And another one is out. David Yates is also out. Seems like they are falling thick and fast here. And thank you, Ben. We have a yellow flag. Looks like David Yates hit the wall at 4, I believe. And unfortunately, they had to pull out the yellow flag. Mike Becknell, after his lap 1 troubles, had to pit, and I believe is a full lap down. But after that, hectic start, let's take the opportunity of the yellow flag to talk with another driver.
User left your channel switched.
Hi there, Jason.
Hey, how's it going?
It's going fairly well.
Man, wild and woolly start there.
Yes, it seemed like it. Quite a lot happening everywhere.
Oh boy, I just got handed a penalty by USAC. I'm supposed to go to the end of the line now, so I'm going to go through the pits here, and that's all right.
That's unfortunate.
That's a long race. So what did you guys think of the first race? Once we got some...
Well, once we got some green flag running, as you said, everyone seemed to be fairly well behaved and fairly good on their driving.
I was very lucky to not be taken out of the race. So in my opinion, I'm on borrowed time, right? Or I'm on what's the word I'm looking for? Playing with house money, because 2 cars spun in front of me and almost took me out of the race. So the fact I'm even still in this heat is a miracle.
Either a miracle or a brilliant driving.
No, I just happened to fade lower and just sneak by. That replay is going to be. I'm going to have to take a stop and go, I believe, when the green comes out. Oh well, but I had an excellent race. The first one, I had an excellent duel with Yuka towards the end. One of the best races I've ever had.
Yeah, I believe we actually caught a bit of that battling as well.
It was fantastic. I almost had him in traffic, but
unfortunately, it was not to be.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this is a long race, and again, you saw it in the first race what happened when a bunch of us guessed right on the yellows. We were in a situation where a yellow came out, and we had used enough fuel that it made sense to go in the pits and take on fuel. We did. Some people gambled and stayed out, hoping that there would be another yellow. There was not, and then they had to pin it a green, and we ended up coming up the order. So that is the art of oval racing, right there. Gaming the yellows.
I can see what you mean.
Yeah, it's really interesting. It's like it's like a Vegas style element. You're gambling that it's, they thought that there'd be another yellow, and they could have very well been right. I gambled there wouldn't be, and I came out ahead because my gamble was right. So, all right, we're coming back to green flag.
Green flag, go!
Okay, good luck.
User left your channel. Channel switched. User was moved out of your channel. Channel switched.
All right, yellow flag. Back it down.
So we are again on the green flag conditions here at... no, sorry. Oh dear. We had a quick green and another yellow. Looks like we have a couple of blown engines in, I believe, in the pits. We'll just try to have a quick look. No, actually, looks like one of the blown engines were on the restart. Pascal Lepive blew his engine going down the front stretch. It's not impossible that he possibly missed a gear. And it looks like Jukka Matonen might have done exactly the same thing, blowing his engine on the start-finish straight. That's very unfortunate for both of them. Especially for Jukka, who had a very good first race with a top 10 finish, I believe. Pascal, while he didn't have that good of a first race, he certainly was in with a shot in this race. So as we run under yellow flag once again, I believe we will have one more lap of safety car with the top 10 at the moment being Dana Schurer in first, Jakob Fredriksson second, François Remet in third, Jan Kowalski doing really well in this second heat, going into fourth with his Kingfish 73. Jason Fish fifth with his Eagle 73, and then a stack of Eagle 72s with them in order of Pascal Mikola 6th, Martin Lachina 7th, Richard Wilkes 8th, David Saber 9th, and Raul Yereb 10th. Raul is actually also having a pretty good second heat. I think he ran into trouble early in heat 1. He may not even have been able to take the start actually. But the safety car is in. We are green once again, and Dana Schurer leads the way. With a few side by side behind, but it looks like everyone got through 1 and 2 successfully. We have François Remet managing to get by Jakob Fredriksson, so Remet up to second, although he was a little bit sideways coming out of 5, so maybe Jakob is in with a shot here. He slips up the inside, a little bit of contact, but it looks like Jakob has been able to retake the position for the time being. But they are again side by side going through 3. Still side by side, even side by side, coming out of the exit of the corner. Oh, they were actually 3 wide into 1 then. Looks like they were able to sort it out, but Jason took full advantage of the situation that was tan and managed to slip by. And Alan Forster is being lapped. He's staying well out of the way of everyone else. That's really nice driving. As I say that, he almost makes us a little bit of contact with Francois, but I don't think there are any issues. And now Jan has to try and find a way by. With right behind him actually, David Saber, Jakob Fredriksson and Martin Lacina is having quite a bit of a battle. Oh, Jakob went onto the apron then and washed a bit high, forced Martin out of his groove, and Richard Wilkes was able to take full advantage of that. Oh, and Pascal went up the inside of Rickard. I think they made contact. That has probably caused some damage, probably to both cars. Ah, that's unfortunate. Oh, he went a bit too deep into 1 by the looks of things, and oh, he was very lucky not to take anyone else with him on that one. But that's really unfortunate. So that's 2 of the 3 Parnelli boys out of the race, which means that only Jason will be able to fly the banner, as it were. Talking of Jason, there he is. He's in 13th, so he's advanced up the field quite a bit since we spoke to him. Tyler and Trevor Green are running together, trying to catch up to Richard Coxon in his old Eagle 70. There's one more Eagle 70 in the car, by the way, and that's Gerard Riot. I thought I'd mention that. And Richard Coxon is actually a lap down. He probably picked up some damage in the lap 1 instance, and a little bit up the road. I think that was 3 wide into 4. That's Slavac, Pascal Mikola, and I think Richard Wilkes, is it? Yes, it is. They're almost touching. Richard Wilkes goes up the inside and slips by both of them. And now Raoul Yereb is trying to take advantage, but Richard Coxon flies right in there, trying to unlap himself. Owen Wilkes now tries to go up the inside of Alan Forster and put a lap on him. And it looks like he is able to do so. Let's see if Pascal Mikla will be able to do the same. It looks like that should be the case. Mikla washed a little bit high, had a little bit of a loose car on the exit, which gives Lavac the chance to fly by. And it looks like the field is generally spreading out now that we've had a few laps of green flag running. But there are a couple of close battles. Jason White, trying to make his way up the field, is right behind Trevor Green now. Oh, and that was really close. He tried to make his way up the inside while Trevor was trying to make his way up the inside of Raul Yereb. Jason tries to high line there. Doesn't seem like he's able to make that work. Oh, and I think that was Tyler Green who's a lap down, running a little bit wide. But Raul is not able to put a lap on him, and Trevor now has Jason White up his inside, and I think Jason will be able to take the position and secure that. He is indeed. And now he will certainly put his sights on Raul and make it. Oh, there, that looked like.
All right, yellow flag. Back it down.
Oh, there's been a big crash. There will certainly be a yellow. Trevor Green was involved in that. I wonder who else was forced into that. Looks like Yadrino has picked up some damage in that. Oh, it was a slow. I will see if I can see who that was. Let's see. I wonder if it was Ludovic Tiangu, maybe. I don't think it was. Oh, no, it wasn't. It was actually, oh dear, it was actually Tyler Green who went up high into the wall and then unfortunately came down right into Trevor Green's way. That's really unfortunate. As Trevor is in the pits and leaving them now, we are again on the yellow flag, and I don't know quite how many laps this one will last. Let's see if doesn't look like the safety car is going in this lap, so let's see if we can have a quick chat with Richard Wilkes once again to see how his race is turning out.
User left your channel. Channel switched.
Hi Richard, it's the booth again.
Hello Jonathan. Hello Ben.
I see that you dropped the lap. What has occurred?
Well, unfortunately I was caught by that old annoying thing from rFactor that someone gave me damage I didn't even know. And when I stopped in the pits, voila, 1 minute of pit stop because of the damage.
Ah, that's really unfortunate.
Yeah, because I didn't even notice. Someone must have touched me, and it was pretty wild back there. And I guess I got some sort of damage somewhere, and well, they just decided to fix it. And as you know, we can't cancel it.
Indeed. I think someone probably scraped your paint and your team didn't want you to leave without a shining car.
I guess so. the silly thing is that if I go here, I can still see some damage. So I don't know what the point was, but well, nothing I can do now. I hope I don't have to stop anymore until the end of the race. And then let's see if I can move up the order a bit. But now I'm one lap down, so it will be harder.
Okay, well, hopefully you'll be able to do it. I mean, you certainly have the pace for it, and I know you definitely have the smarts for it as well. So,
thank you.
I'm sure you will be able to climb.
Well, I hope so.
Good luck for the rest of the race, and talk to you later, maybe.
Thanks, Jonathan. See you later. Thanks, man.
User was moved out of your channel. Channel switched.
So that was Richard Wilkes, and unfortunately he has indeed found one of the few but very annoying bugs with rFactor.
Green flag, go, 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 go!
No need to talk about that now. We're on the green flag again. And Jason Fitch had a very shaky start. Dana Shure leads the way. Jan Kowalski is now in second. Jason Fitch actually only lost one position, even though his start was that ragged. Oh, and he dives up the inside of Jan there. I think they touch, but Jan is able to stay ahead. And here he comes again towards the inside. Oh, they make pretty hard contact. Nice save by Jason not to spin in the middle of the pack then. But I think he is being a little bit too aggressive here. He doesn't need to be that aggressive with only a third, not even a third of the race done. But he finally makes the pass stick. I think Jan probably felt that there's no use keeping him behind. There might end up being a crash if I continue doing so. Meantime, Jason White has climbed up to 8th on the restart. I think he's gained a couple of positions and is now trying to navigate past some of the lapped cars, which is Richard Coxon, and is now right behind Peter Lavac, although a little bit wide, so he loses just a little bit of contact. But with the draft, I'm fairly sure he will be able to be right behind Peter again when they exit 2. It's unfortunate that we have quite a few retirees already. Oh, there was someone in the background slowing down, I think. Let's see. Oh dear, it is indeed. Is now trying to get past some of the lock products, which is Coxon, and is now right behind the barrage, although a little bit wide, so he uses gas to the
All right, yellow flag, back it down.
Jonathan, this is Mike Beckno. Can you hear me?
Yes, hello.
Excellent. Hey, Jonathan, this is Mike Beckno.
Hi.
How are you doing?
Well, I'm doing quite okay at the moment.
Figured I'd come join you because I figured you're getting a bit lonely watching or talking about the race alone.
I'm very thankful that you're joining up. Welcome to the booth, and take the lead if you want.
I am watching the Ben's broadcast on YouTube because I dropped out of the server, so I'm a bit delayed. I'm watching Peter Havlik drop off the track right now. Looks like he blew an engine.
Okay. So that actually brought out a yellow flag here. So let's see. We'll just be silent for a little bit here. We can do that if you want, Ben. Mike, you can do the interview.
No, remember, I'm not live right now. Let me get into the server in just a moment.
Okay.
Are you jumping into Jason's car?
Yep.
User left your channel switched.
Hi there, Jason.
Hey.
Well, it's going quite well. I just got some company in the booth, so looks like it'll be a less lonely second heat here. How's it going for you?
It's good. It's a bit too early to pit, at least in my estimation. But this is good because maybe I'll get some TV time. I'm gonna do the opposite of what I did last time, and I'm gonna gamble that there's gonna be another yellow.
You never know. You might be right.
I might be right, but I'm gonna mix it up with Mr. Remen here, who, by the way, put a lot of beautiful finishing touches on this track. We're very happy with his work. I mean, it was a group effort, obviously, between everybody in the factory, but Francois put the cherry on top, so to speak, and it's really great to see the efforts. So hopefully he'll be kind enough to let me get around him here, and I can lead for the first time in 2016. Wink, wink.
Sounds like a fairly
Look
nice
at that.
prospect.
Going in the pits. I'm taking the lead.
Well, congratulations on taking the lead.
TV time now. I am on the TV.
You are indeed, my friend.
TV time.
So, with regards to hoping for another yellow, how do you think that the race will go for you?
It may happen because people are really tired from the previous race, so you never know. But I'm going to enjoy being in the lead. I'm going to next yellow. I'm definitely going to pit, but I'm going to enjoy my time in the limelight here. And I've got Pascal Mikola behind me here, and he's quite a very, very in-your-face driver. You're very aggressive, so I'm going to have to be on my best behavior here. So I better let you go so I can get my office in order. Catch you later.
Yep, sounds good. Good luck, mate.
User joined your channel. User was moved out of your channel. Channel switched. User joined your channel.
So, as the safety car
Green flag, go, go,
enters
go, go.
the pits, we are again on the green flag, and looks like Jacob Fredriksson had a really good start. Jason White unfortunately wasn't able to get the power down and has dropped to third.
Yeah, I'm live now, Jonathan.
Okay, sounds good. Take the lead if you want. I'll try to
Jacob
chime
had a very
in
good
when...
start. He seemed very fast during the race when I was catching him. He started very well, and then he seems to average out with everybody else, but it looks like he's going to be a happy man in the lead right now. But with Jason behind him, he's coming fast.
Back it down.
Oh, Jason, ooh. I don't know if Jason just made contact with Pascal or not.
They look like they made contact, and on a side note, unfortunately, Jason Fitch is out of the race with apparently a blown engine.
Yeah, it's really bad when you're shifting from third to fourth on the restarts. I don't know how many times I blew my engine up in practice. So I was shifting at 8,000. I know people behind me were going all the way up to 9,000 because they were catching me going into into three. But it's an interesting race. A lot of cars are set up really well. So once they warm up, they're really fast. I set myself up so I was extremely fast for about the first 5 or 6 laps, assuming there was going to be a shootout with a lot of yellows, but that didn't happen, of course. Oh, here comes Jason. He's definitely got an advantage. Oh, are we under yellow?
Yes, it looks like we're on the yellow. I think Jason blew his engine and on the start-finish straight and came to a stop at 3. So I think they threw the yellow to pull his car out of the way.
I think Alberto and I were praying for a yellow in the first race, and we unfortunately did not get it. I was very surprised because there was a couple of pretty significant incidents, but it was a fun race. Oh, I'm unfortunately talking with you now, so that pretty much describes my second race.
I think we caught what happened, but if you want, you can describe it in your own words.
Well, in the second race, I had a decent first start. Then we had the first yellow, and then on the second restart, I caught a whole bunch of people and I thought I was in a pretty safe position, but 2 cars pulled down in front of me going into turn 1. I stopped early, but I didn't stop early enough. I'm not exactly sure who I hit, but I hit him pretty hard. It really messed my car up bad. And once I repaired it, I was 2 laps down. It took 60 seconds. Even though I was under yellow trying to repair it the second time, I still lost a second lap. When things went green, I caught Trevor and Trevor, both of the greens, and Richard. Had plenty of speed to get them on the inside going into 1, but my car was damaged so badly it would not stop. And I swept all the way up and hit the outside wall. I probably could have made it back to repair it, but it was hurt so bad I didn't want to go out and ruin anybody's race because I just about took out 2 people when I wrecked that time. So that was enough for me. So Jason pit. So he's doing exactly what the winners did last race. With 40 laps out, he's got 60 laps to go. His tires and fuel will make it, especially if there's another yellow. So who else pitted with him?
I think Francois Remet possibly pitted together with him.
Yeah, when Francois in traffic, we should probably watch that because that gets exciting. I was behind him and I puckered up several times watching him race.
Okay, that sounds like a UC prospect. And it looks like there's only 9 cars on the lead lap now.
Yes. So Jason pitted, Francois pitted.
I don't think Simon Wattman has pitted yet, though.
Okay,
unless he
so
pitted in the early stage, of course.
I'm looking at my I can't remember what the name of the plug-in is that I use for the lead. It only shows me at first and then 11th down.
Okay.
See if I can get into it by watching Jacob. No, unfortunately not. Let's see.
In the meantime, the safety car pulls into pits, and we are on the green flag again.
Yeah, one thing I'm not liking is the overshooting, the people shooting the start. And, getting a kind of lagging back and then shooting forward. I'm going to be suggesting a rule where we don't allow that anymore. I have a feeling several of the cautions that happened at the beginning of the race were because of that.
It's not impossible that was the instigating factor.
This should be very interesting with Dana up on Jacob. I don't think she's going to be back there very long. She's definitely faster than Pascal. She's very careful, though. She's an extremely good driver. We pretty much had her pegged as one of the most likely to win the series when we started.
I can see why, because she's driving really well and she clearly knows how to set up an oval car.
Oh, yeah, she's extremely good. She's very conservative at the beginning of the race. We were side by side several times, and she backed out. And then she passed me, and I backed out. And then Alberto passed both of us. And we just politely drove along, waiting for the end of the race to come.
Yeah, looks like she's almost went for a look. Then I wouldn't be surprised if she's just waiting for Pascal and Jacob to make a mistake, maybe.
I think she's letting her tires warm up. It takes about 2 or 3 laps to get them up to about 90C. And at that point, there she goes. She got Pascal easy here. Well, I saw some smoke around 7th or 8th back there.
Let's see. Looks like Francois made a slide. Oh! He's nice save.
Oh, that doesn't look good.
Oh, I think he might have blown his engine, no?
Oh, that's not good. He probably didn't let off the gas. Well, if he stays down in the dirt, we won't have a yellow. I can't tell if Jacob's slowing down or not. I don't think he's slowing down, so I don't think we're under yellow. I have a feeling Dana's going to get him.
We're on the yellow. I think Francois was able to get it into the pits.
Yep.
Not sure whether
he made it in.
I'll keep an eye on him to see whether the engine survived or not.
Yeah, I see a lot of smoke coming out of Francois, so I think his day is done.
Probably.
So who has the fastest lap right now? Can you see that?
I cannot, but I can have a quick look on the lead view if you want, if you covered action in the meantime.
Yeah, it looks like Jacob's still holding Dana off, but I think she's either being conservative, waiting for later in the race, or just waiting for Jacob to slip up a little bit. She, I would guess, will probably get him in turn. Oh, here she goes. She got him in turn one. That's how she got me, and she's unstoppable when she gets down low like that. The tail end of her car is stuck good. And let's drop back a little further. I do not have Ben's broadcast up right now. And I'm using the iPad version of TeamSpeak 3, so I can't see text if it's sent. We have a real good race looking back around third with Pascal.
By the looks of things, with regards to your question on the fastest lap, I think it's a fairly decent tie between Dana Schurrer and David Saber, both on a 32.6. Only a few hundreds between them.
I didn't expect David to be that fast, but he is in an Eagle 72. And that car really handles well. It doesn't seem to come out of the corner as fast, but it's really, really easy to get into the turn fast with it. Indeed.
In the mean, also there seems like Claudia Navone got caught out by the dirty air into turn one, and he lost the car and hit the wall, and he's out of the race, unfortunately.
Oh, that's unfortunate. 16th, better than me. Let's see.
A lot better than I would ever be able to do on a mobile as well, so.
It looks like Dana's walking away.
Yep. But Jacob is certainly trying at least to keep up, even though
absolutely.
It's probably a lost cause.
Jacob was pretty fast. He was, I think I saw him a couple of times, but he wasn't easy to pass, that's for sure. Pascal was quite fast too.
Yeah, I think that Coyote handles really well, and it really utilizes the Foyt engine, which is in that car.
I think Dana's just going to take it easy. Assuming there's no yellow laps, she's probably got a pretty good run to the end.
Yeah, I think so too. In the meantime, there's a close battle between Pascal Mikla and Jan Kowalski for third.
Yes. Very nice. Oh, yeah, Pascal's drafting. Let's see if we can get a braking pass here. Yep. Oh,
that is close.
Very good driving by both of them. Oh, wow, that was close.
Yeah, I think Jan got a little bit loose then.
Yeah. Yeah, once the back end comes around, it wants to drag you to the bottom. It ain't over yet. And now it's over. No, it's not. Pascal backed out a little bit. I'm surprised. Very good racing.
Indeed. This looks like this will go on for quite a while.
Oh, here we go. I have no idea how the Kingfish drives. Oh, over and under. Very nicely done by Pascal. Oh, and Jan really lost it on that one. Is it Jan or Jan?
Jan, I think.
Jan, yeah, okay. Yeah, we might be watching this for a while.
And Jason, just to note, Jason White has climbed another 2 positions since we last saw him, so he's up to 6th. Trying to catch up to David Saber, although that'll be quite a task considering David is quite fast in that Eagle 72.
Yeah, he just got past Richard Coxon, so now we'll see if Jason can do the same thing. Looks like Jan got Pascal.
But there'll probably be a drafting down here.
Mm-hmm.
But it looks like he may be too far behind now to...
No, they're definitely close enough to draft. It's about 10 car lengths back. You can still pull the draft. They're too far now, though. At the length they're at right now, they're too far. So, yeah, Jan's probably going to walk away now.
And this, dear folks, is why you need a driver in the booth, not just a commentator.
I hate turn 1. I absolutely hate it. But if you watch a line by Dana, her consistency is just amazing. I'm watching her right now. She stays just above the dark line in 1 and 2, and that's definitely the fastest area. I got real lucky and stuck right to it on my pole. I was extremely surprised to get the pole position. That was pretty much a gift, because if Jason Fitch would have been here, he would have definitely taken it. He would have easily run in the 31.2 range, taken a nap. He ran down the 39.89 range or so during practice. Yeah, I think he threw out the final sandbag. Oh, thank you, Ben. What was the cause?
Oh, it looks like Ludovic Chiangu went off in turn 1.
Oh, looks like he messed it up all over the place. Doesn't look like he has a flat tire, so hopefully he'll make it in for repairs.
I see it actually. Let's see. Oh, he got too close to the wall on the start-finish straight, and it just pulled him in. And then he span into the inside wall, and I think he had quite a bit of damage on the suspension, so...
Oh, yeah.
That's why he was all over the place.
Yeah, he just spun it. Now, can you see if Dana has pit or not? Because it's probably getting to be about that time if she hasn't. He looks like she's staying down low. Nope, not pitting. She must have pit already if she's not pitting now.
Well, she has had a 1:19 lap, which I presume might be a pit lap.
Yeah, that would definitely be the case. I'm unfortunately not seeing the updates on the laps now. I don't know why.
It's probably because you joined the server after the fact, so you will only see the laps from the point you actually joined the server, as it were. I think that's how it works.
Okay.
So it looks like Dana pitted on the, I think that's the second yellow, maybe, on lap 40.
Oh, then she's in good shape. Yeah, we can go, I mean, if you had no pit stops, let me think, how far could we go maximum? I don't remember exactly. I think it was something like 70 laps, somewhere in that neighborhood, but the right front tire was very unhappy at that point. I did one practice session, 35 laps with 2 times wear set on the tires, and it was all kinds of a handful.
Oh, it looks like Simon Wattman is out as well.
Not good.
He was on the lead lap as well.
Oh, man. He was doing really well. His car is definitely my favorite car of all the cars on the track. I just love the way it looks. But my favorite driver all time ever in the world is Mario Andretti, so I love my car by default.
Okay. Well, that's positive, I think.
Yes. I, of course, would have loved to have driven Mr. Fitch's car, but I'm too good on ovals to drive that thing. It would have been, I'd have been way too fast.
Those damn admins, right?
Yeah, still kicking myself for not winning the Indy 500 Open last year. I went way too conservative on my setup, and Mr. Coxon just walked away from me.
Yeah, and then you had me not being able to drive at any kind of pace at all as soon as anyone let me, because I had no downforce on that Coyote.
Which car were you in?
The Kenyan Coyote.
Oh, God.
But I did finish.
Yeah, that's good.
8 or 9 laps down.
Hey,
last run.
A finish is a finish, man. That was a long race.
It was indeed.
Oh, God.
And we'll actually be returning to that race.
Yes, that is
this
next.
year.
That is next. That's the next race.
In about a month from now,
Yep.
is it?
Yep. We have the qualifying the weekend before, and then we have the race the next week. I think it's the 22nd, if I remember correctly. Here, I'll go confirm right now. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. Let's see here. We should be coming to green this time around, if I'm not mistaken.
Sounds like a reasonable situation.
And it's going to be the Dana show, I think, for the rest of the race.
Very, very probable. It'll probably be more of a question of who will actually finish on the podium.
Very much
alongside
so.
her.
But traffic is really hairy because everybody brakes at different points going into turn 1, and that was making me really nervous. When I was way behind.
There's a lot of fanning on the restart here.
Green, 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 green.
And okay on the... Oh, and Pascal Mikkel had a very bad start. Richard Coxon was able to get by to unlap himself. Oh, there's almost a bit of contact between Jason White and Raul Yareb, I think it was.
Jason's definitely in the catbird seat where he's at. He should be able to pick people off from back there.
He actually lost a position on the restart.
Oh.
I think it was 6th before the restart.
Oh, then he'll probably be very supportive of my suggestion that we stop the passing before the start-finish line.
Indeed. Oh, and someone is into the pits by the looks of things.
Oh.
Did you find out who that was?
No, I'm looking right now. I don't see. When I look at Ludovic, he doesn't have a rear wing. Oh, no, it's back now. That was just the little glitch in rFactor there. Oh, so we have Alan Forster going into the pits right now. Oh, he's messed up too. He hurt his right front suspension badly. And watch the way he's going into his pit stall. His wheels keep locking up on him.
Might have been him I saw then, or we saw.
I'm looking backwards.
But in the meantime, Dana Schurer has pulled quite a bit of a gap to Jacob once again. But Jacob and Jan is really close. Jan just got by into turn 1 as Alan Forster leaves the pits.
Yes.
Looks like he still has quite a bit of problem with that car. Let's see, maybe they can get by Rickard easily here. And Jason got by Raul again. Old Martin Lachin almost lost the car on the exit of 5.
Yeah. See if Jason opens it up now. Yeah, he's opening it up now. He's braking much later. He'll probably be able to get past Martin pretty easy right now because Martin's all over the place now. He's taking it easy. He's being smart, doesn't want to wreck his car.
I think you're on replay.
I'm watching it live.
Okay, my bad. Looks like Jason just got by Martin indeed.
Yes. He's catching some interesting traffic. He should be... Ooh.
He might actually be on his tail wing by the end of this lap.
Yes.
Or maybe not. I think he got held up a little bit there.
He has to deal with Allen, which he should be able to do right here into turn 3. He got him.
Oh, Jan just got a little bit loose out of 5. But it looks like Richard Wilkes is able to run at the pace of them because neither Jan nor Jacob is able to get by.
Richard's pretty fast. I can't see his lap times, but I know he was in the easy 32s, the high 32s. And that typically means you got to pick whatever turn you're faster than him and get him there, because he's going to be just as fast as you are on the other turn.
Yeah, well, I think he picked up a little bit of damage early in this race, so
yeah.
But he just did his fastest lap of the race with a 33.0. So that's really fast indeed.
I'm surprised he's not faster than that. He's really good in 3 and 4 right here. He'll probably leave Jan again. We pulled about 5 car lengths on him last time. Yeah, he's pulling him right now.
That car really works well in that turn, doesn't it?
But I think Jan might not have. I'm taking the turn right because he's catching him up big time right now. I've never watched Jan race before. He's really racing well. He's being conservative.
I've seen him race in the Italian Touring Cars Championship, and while he is a little bit erratic in touring cars, he's really driving that USAC Formula car really well.
Yeah, that series is a bit beyond my throttle control. So I had one of the, I don't remember which car it was I had. It was one of the second tier cars. And I was passing the front tires with the rear tires every time I got on the gas. And I figured, no, I don't think I'll race that one because I'll end up taking the leader out or something.
That's what makes those cars so much fun.
Oh, yeah, they're fun to drive in practice, but on the racetrack, I'm having a conniption fit.
Okay. Well,
Jan is just going to sit back there.
All right, yellow flag, back it down.
Well, Jacob has dropped back a little bit, so I don't think he minds too much being a little bit further behind. I think Ludovic Tiangu
we're under yellow. Can you see why?
I'm not
Ludovic,
sure,
yeah.
but I think maybe he...
he crashed the rats out of his car.
Okay.
Whatever he did, he hit the right side on something. As soon as he came in the pits, it was repaired.
Oh, there it was out of 5. The wall sucked him in, I think. Yeah, he just hit the bit of edge of the road, and he slid and hit the inside wall before the pit entry.
It looks like his car's leaning down into the left, so he's probably completely collapsed his suspension. So he's not going to have a fun rest of the race.
I wouldn't be surprised considering considering the speed he hit the wall with.
How many laps do we have left?
We have 25 laps, I think.
Very much going to be a shootout.
Indeed.
So we have Dana. So Jan is sitting right behind Richard Wilkes. So there's 2 lap cars between him and Dana. So he's got his work cut out for him to come through that. Jason has Richard, so he should be able to pull Richard on the restart. Because Richard's engine just doesn't have any oomph, but he will be upgrading his car very significantly as the year goes on. So he'll be a much happier camper towards the end of the season. Let's see. And then Jason's got David right behind him, so that could be very interesting. David seems to have really picked up his pace since practice. And then Raul behind.
And Raul isn't that far behind him either, is he? And I think we are going towards the green. Might be going towards the green. No, sorry,
no, it didn't pull down.
Bad. Probably a lot of debris from that. That off.
Yeah, when you hit hard enough to bend the body, it seems like we get an extra lap.
Yeah.
Now, Jason and several people did a whole lot of testing to get the yellows set so they weren't so sensitive. A little too insensitive for me in race 1. I was praying for a yellow, and it did not happen. Oh. Jan's giving Richard a little look saying, let me go, please. Well, he's taking his life into his own hands doing this, because if there's an incident under yellow, it's not going to go well when reviewed.
Indeed.
Ooh, man. I think he's really sending a signal. Jan's ready to go.
Well, unless you're very clear in your signals, then he won't understand, will he?
I think it's pretty loud and clear. Oh, let's see. Oh. Safety car is still staying out. It must have really been a good wreck. Or something happened when we weren't watching to somebody under yellow.
Possibly.
Let's see if anybody's sitting in the pits right now. Ludovic's back out.
Doesn't seem like anyone's in the pits. Might have been a bit of damage to the barriers, maybe.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I really don't understand how it calculates how many laps yellow is going to be. But now, the good news is with this many yellows after everybody pit after 40 laps, their tires will hardly even be yellow. They'll probably turn yellow with about 10 laps to go, those who pitted pretty late. And they're so far ahead, I don't think the people in the back with fresher tires are going to catch them.
Maybe Jason will be able to do so, depending on how he handles solo lapped cars in between him and the rest.
Jason pitted on about lap 40, didn't he?
I think it was actually maybe a little bit later,
okay.
But I might be wrong. Let's see, 110.
Yep, pace car's going in. And I'm going to watch it back from Jason's view here.
Green flag, go, 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 go.
Good start. He was conservative and let everybody go. Oh, somebody's in the wall.
All right, yellow flag, back it down.
Yeah, that was unfortunate.
That's a big crash, isn't it?
Richard is in there. Oh, that's not good. I'm really sorry to see that.
I see there's Richard, Michael Drechler, Trevor Green.
Oh.
I think Ludovic Tiangu. I think Jan Kowalski got caught up in that as well.
Richard's out with the accident. Man, he lost a tire. Dang it.
Jan Kowalski is out as
out.
well. His suspension was completely wrecked.
Richard Wilkes looks like he was stuck up against the wall.
Yeah, looks like his suspension was gone as well.
Oh.
Not sure who else. I think Michael Drechler probably got away with that fairly cheaply. Looks like he only has a front wing lost, maybe a little bit of damage to the suspension.
I was watching from Jason's point of view, and I can assure you, he was sucking in pretty tight on that one.
I can imagine that.
Oh, Jan's chatting.
Well, I think he chatted just after the incident when the yellow flag came out. So discussable. I think is the best way to
yeah, that's
put
a good
that.
way to put it. Debatable.
Indeed.
Somebody's smoking. You can see somebody smoking going into the pits up here.
Maybe I can hear someone, but I think it is Ludovic Tiangu with suspension damage, isn't it? To not say completely ruined suspension.
I think his pit crew is getting their money's worth of this race.
I hope he gets them some beer afterwards. They deserve it.
He's going to have to do like a wrestling match or something and have tag team with the pit crew. They're getting so tired running back and forth getting tires.
They probably have some one man doing that.
Yes.
On a shuttle journey back and
so
forth.
So now we have first, second, and third are in line. There's no lap cars in the way. So if we're going to have an interesting ending, it's going to happen now.
Indeed, and Jason is right behind. David Saber is right behind Jason as well.
Yes.
So it's the top 4.
Ah, yes.
Almost top 5 even. There's only one car between, I think.
Now I know Jason. Jason is just as fast as I was. So I have a feeling he's been holding his car for the end of this race. He's probably Go ahead.
And I know that David Saber equaled Dana's fastest lap, so...
Yeah. This could be very interesting. Jacob will have an extremely hard time holding off Jason if he's as fast as I think he is, assuming he has no damage.
Absolutely.
Let's see. So we've been around 2 times under yellow. We may be going green this time.
Let's hope so that we get at least 17, 18 laps of running towards the end of the race.
What a brutal race. If I'm looking at this correctly, there's only, looks like we've got 12 cars running. Is that correct?
13 cars, 12, 11 cars only actually.
Oh,
because Ludovic Tiangu's pit crew was able to fix yet more damage on that car. That's a Superman pit crew right there.
They brought in an extra trailer full of wings for him.
Yeah, indeed.
He's going to be borrowing from some other team.
Probably.
What kind of car is his? Oh, he's an Eagle 72, yeah.
There's a lot of cars, a lot of those cars in the field, so...
He'll have 5 or 6 different sponsors with as many wings as he's put on today.
Indeed.
But he's still in. That's all I can say. That's very important.
Yeah, that's commitment right there.
Yeah, this whole series is, you know, you can win a few races, but if you DNF a bunch of times, you're not going to be anywhere near the points. Yeah, I'm going to be way out now. I was very upset with myself for wrecking myself out. My whole strategy was finish the race. I didn't care if I won. I just wanted to finish on the lead lap, and obviously that did not happen.
Remember that the season is long, and it's only one race.
Absolutely. And so
there's still everything to fight for.
Let's see if the Dana show continues here. I have a feeling it's going to.
Probably, but you never know.
Basically, I think Jason has 3 laps to catch her, because by the time her tires get up to speed, she is fast.
And it looks like the safety car will be heading in this lap.
So I think we're looking at the shootout now, assuming everybody keeps themselves straight in the back. And with all the lap cars towards the back now. She got a good start, and Jacob didn't get the jump on her, and Jason was too far back. Oh,
I think that's been...
Jacob's going for it. He's going to get him on the straight, though.
I think that's been Jason's tactic all along on the restarts. Oh, I think I saw a blown engine in the background.
Yeah, I see some smoke back there.
I think it's Alan Forster, unfortunately.
Somebody didn't like... Yep, there it is. Somebody didn't like the 3rd to 4th shift.
Indeed.
Yeah, these cars are absolutely brutal. If you just over-rev a tiny little bit. And Dana's going to walk off. I have a feeling Jason is damaged. I'm watching him drive his car right now.
Definitely not impossible. I mean, there's been a lot of stuff going on.
Well, he's not twitching, because when we turn to the right coming on the back straightaway, when the suspension's damaged, no, I'm not sure. I don't think I'm right. I don't think he's damaged. He's pretty stable in 3 and 4.
May just be a bit of cold tires there, maybe.
True. Yeah, he might have gotten on the gas a little too hard. He's really got that car tweaked up on the right side, though. He set his right suspension much higher than I set mine.
I think that's sort of how he likes his cars, isn't it? He wants to drive them with the power rather than the steering wheel.
Yeah. Well, he's got him. Very nice pass by Jason. Yeah, he's been taking it easy. He's throwing the sandbags out now. He's going after her.
This will be a very interesting ending to the race if we get green lap running to the end.
And he's not sliding his tires going into 1, so he's really good under braking. No, he's not hurt. I don't think his car's damaged.
That bodes well for the end of the race then.
Yes. Now the question is can he stay with Dana or not?
It's difficult to say, but it doesn't... Well, the gap seems to be pretty much the same since he passed, at least.
I think she opened up on him this lap a little bit. Yeah, she's looking very smooth. Still on her same line, right above the dark line coming out of 1 and 2. She is brutally consistent. Definitely my odds-on bet for who's going to win the championship.
Yeah, if you can continue driving like this on every track, then it's definitely not a bad bet.
And she definitely wins the Avatar War. I can't remember the name of the character that she's got in her car, or Nancy. Yeah, her little Nancy picture inside of her car is hilarious.
Yeah, it looks like Dana will.
Yeah, she's holding back.
Be able to grab the win. She even though she's holding back a little bit, she still pulled a bit of a gap, bit more gap.
Looks like Jason can hold off Jacob, so second and third is probably not going to be in question unless Jason or Jacob make a mistake in that race.
Maybe Raul and David still has a battle on their hands for fourth.
Yes, definitely. 2 Eagle 72s, and I think they're both the 950 horsepower engines. Actually, I don't know. The 25, can you see on the engine chart if the 25 is the 1000 or the 950?
I can have a look at it. But I'm not entirely sure, but I can hopefully have a look at it.
Can't remember which one of the cars was Gordon Johncock's car that turns into the number 20 at Indy and gets the 1000 horsepower engine. Yeah, I think this is going to be the race to watch, 4th and 5th. Yeah, Dana's walking away from Jason now. And he can't hold it down on the bottom anymore, it looks like, in the, into 3 and 4. I'm just watching one of Dana's laps right now. Yep, she goes down to the bottom and slides up to the black line. And, well, she's actually staying low all the way around. Yeah, she's definitely pedaling now. Staying down low and coming out low is actually safer than coming out middle to high, even though it's faster. If the car tweaks a little bit, there's no way you're going to hit the wall. Jason's still running the fastest line he's got.
I believe both David and Raul's cars has the same engine in it at the moment. I believe David will get some kind of upgrade going towards Indy.
Yeah, Raul's walked away from him now. He just put a nice clean pass on Martin and Cena. Jason's running good clean laps. He's staying a good half a car length away from the wall coming out of the turns. Makes life a lot less stressful.
Yeah, I think he's sort of resigned to taking a second here.
Yeah, that's not a bad thing. You know, going back to our earlier comments, it's where you finish on average.
It is indeed.
He's going to be much happier with this than the first race when he forgot to put the race engine in. God, I know he had to be frustrated that day. He was so nervous to get the server launched and get everything done and get the first race out there.
Yeah.
That was an incredibly fun race.
Yeah, it sure looked like a lot of fun. There were a lot of drafting, a lot of tactics, and in the end, a fantastic ending to the race.
Oh yeah, that was an awesome ending. Alberto's got the starts down to a freaking art.
Indeed.
Oh. I'm doing my best not to bring my U.S. Navy speak into the conversation here and teach anybody some new 4-letter words. Oh yeah, it's the Dana show, as I expected.
Indeed. But at least it wasn't surefire until about
Jason
20
just
laps
slid
to
it
go.
all the way out. Wow. He had the back end almost broke free all the way out of turn 2 just now, preparing the lap.
I don't know if we should call that lucky or good driving, but
excellent
maybe a bit
skill.
of both.
It was excellent skill. Yes, that's what it was. I've watched Jason practice several times. He is amazingly consistent when he's out there on the track. He just gets boned by the traffic a lot. I think that's what happened to him in race 1.
Yeah, I think he had a lot of trouble. He was able to climb, but then he sort of got stuck in the lower top 10 for most of the race.
Yeah, that was an interesting race for me. I ended up with 0.0 gallons of fuel as I crossed the line. I didn't calculate my fuel correctly on my pit stop, on my green flag pit stop. It's kind of hard to do math and drive this track at the same time.
Indeed. So you must have been pretty happy then to
Well, I
to
actually
have the
slowed
finish
down.
being that lap.
Well, I slowed down to let Dana lap me because I couldn't finish. I was on the lead lap at the time, and if I would have stayed on the lead lap, I wouldn't have made it. So I let her go, and I dropped all the way down to right behind Richard Coxon. And then I realized I had enough fuel to finish the lap that we were on. I caught him back up and passed him at the start-finish line, which he gave me several interesting comments on. You. Thank you so much for passing me, but in no flowery language, but definitely telling me how much he appreciated that.
Indeed. Oh,
I literally
David,
stalled right as I was passing him. I had enough momentum to get across the line.
Okay. Well, we're on the final lap, and Raoul and David are right close again.
Oh,
but
excellent.
Dana has just finished the race.
Yep.
So she takes the 2 wins this evening with Jason second.
Outstanding run by Jason.
Yeah, looks like Jaco will take third in a very good showing in the Coyote.
Yeah, that's fantastic finish in the Coyote. Ooh, ooh, ooh. And then Raul, here comes the Eagle 72 crowd on fourth to 8. Very nice run by Trevor. Finishing 8th place. His car is way underpowered. Extremely well run with that N16A. It's a great car, the McLaren, but still, he's way, way slower than the Bs and the As and the Parnellis. Very nicely done by him.
Absolutely.
Mr. Drexler gets the top into the 9th place, and Ludovic brings it home in 10th. It's actually a really good finish. He really earned it, man. He really earned it.
Yeah, and that pit crew also earned some props, getting that car back out after the last incident.
Yeah, he needs to bring them to a 5-star restaurant for sure.
Absolutely.
Well, again, congratulations to Dana. Fantastic run by her. I'm not surprised at all. Very, very happy to see my teammate Jason in there. Bring a Parnelli in the top 3 there, and then Jacob Fredrickson bringing up the podium. Very nicely done.
Indeed. Well done to all the racers and finishers. That was probably the hardest race of the season.
Yeah, and I think we come back here, unfortunately.
Oh, that's... hopefully everyone will have a bit more experience, and maybe it'll be a bit cleaner then.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And I think a few people went out drinking the night before, and they probably won't do that next race.
Probably not.
Well, Jonathan, it was a pleasure to announce the race with you. Have a wonderful rest of the Sunday, and have a great week.
Thank you, and it was a pleasure to have you in here and to talk to you and commentate with you. And also big thanks to Ben for putting up the broadcast and controlling the cameras.
Thank you very much, Ben. Yep. Well, thank you for having me. Y'all have a great day.